Chapter 9 of Advanced Public Relations and Advertising deals with promotions. Careful selection of the media channel ensures that the message is sent to the targeted public at the lowest cost. Promotion means paid commercials designed to change the public opinion of the organization, while publicity means free exposure in editorially controlled news media. Select the medium or channel to send a message based on a number of factors. Some media has a reputation for hard news, which would be better for a factual report about an event, while other media is more oriented towards entertainment, which would be good for a message about the image of the organization. Another consideration is the readership or viewers of a specific media. For example, a message intended for elderly people probably shouldn't be placed on MTV, which has a younger audience. Also, time considerations are important. If the issue is very immediate, the message should run on broadcast media rather than in a magazine that won't come out until the next month. Cost is also a significant consideration when choosing a channel for the message. Promotions are paid messages, so the organization has more control over the content of promotions than they do publicity. They also have more influence over when a paid message runs and how much time or space is allocated to the message. In contrast, publicity means unpaid messages, usually in the form of articles written by news reporters. Not only is publicity cheaper than promotions, but the audience considers news reports to be more credible than commercial messages. But the news media is controlled by editors, who will only publish newsworthy copy. So publicity is best suited for announcements that are newsworthy. Cooperative ads are commercial messages run by two different parties. For example, sometimes the manufacturer of a product would join forces with a retailer to run an advertisement, such as sponsoring a sales item. In terms of public relations, corporations often sponsor ads for nonprofit organizations, such as the sponsored ads for the Olympics. Some promotional messages are placed in-house with media owned by the organization, like TV channels which run promotional commercials for their own shows. House ads can also be placed in the organization's website and on other web pages such as YouTube. Public service announcements are promotional commercials that stations may run for free for charities. It doesn't cost the station anything because they run PSAs when they don't have any sold advertisements for the spot. Organizations also pay for commercials. Some of the institutional commercials are image ads designed to change the public opinion of the organization. Other institutional commercials are designed to affect the public opinion on a specific issue important to the organization. Organizations have other options for promotional messages as well. Even some nonprofit organizations, such as universities, lease billboards along highways. Companies often provide in-store displays for retailers. These may be shelf displays or standalone displays that sit in the middle of the floor in the aisleway. Flat panel TVs with motion detectors have begun to appear in stores, usually at the cap or end of the shelves. In some cases, organizations give away inexpensive promotional items, such as the banks that give out little trinkets during college registration. Companies can place ads on web pages or they can place the ads on search engine pages. They can even pay to appear at the top of the search engine results as a sponsored link. Organizations often get extra mileage from TV commercials by posting the video on their own website and often on YouTube as well. Companies also provide downloads on their website, such as coupons. They can also use social media to distribute coupons on Facebook or on promotional websites such as Groupon or Living Social. Institutional promotional commercials generally fall into one of three categories, although they sometimes try to do all three at the same time. Most promotions deal with positioning the company, which means creating an image in comparison to its competitors. Is the company a low-price firm, or does the company deal with high-quality goods, or is customer service the expertise of the organization? Messages can also be designed to communicate facts in an effort to change public opinion. Now, this can cross the line to advertising when it's designed to sell specific products or services rather than sell the company as a whole. But mostly public relations uses promotional commercials to change public opinion on a specific issue that is important to the organization. Publicity means free exposures through articles written by reporters for news media. Press releases are written statements that usually announce some newsworthy event. They are designed to persuade reporters to write articles. Organizations can send press releases by email or by old-fashioned fax machines. Video press releases are sent to TV news organizations. They can be sent on physical devices or they can be sent digitally, but the files are too large to email. Speeches can also be used to promote the organization. The newsworthiness of the speech depends upon the topic and the speaker's position in the organization. Public relation practitioners also write articles for publications that are friendly to the organization. Organizations themselves sometimes produce an in-house magazine that they send to customers. For example, the AARP mails a magazine to its members, and some insurance companies send a magazine to policyholders. Increasingly, the line is becoming blurred between a newsletter and a magazine, especially because when they are both distributed electronically. Industry publications are magazines for a particular segment of the market. Usually these magazines go to a category of customers, and the magazine is funded by ads sold to suppliers. For example, the magazine may be sold to medical doctors at hospitals and funded by pharmaceutical companies who buy most of the advertisements. Then the drug companies will push for so-called news articles about their products with the implied offer to buy more advertisements if the magazine runs their article. On the other hand, trade publications are magazines that are published by industry associations, and then they're distributed to companies in the industry which are their members. They're basically competitors with each other. The main reason to put an ad in such a publication would be to earn respect. Sponsored publications are paid for by the organization that distributes the magazine. For example, some magazines are mostly sold by subscriptions to doctors and hospitals to put in waiting rooms. Newsletters announce events, which is their principal distinction from magazines. In the past, newsletters were short, simple publications as compared to glossy, large magazines. But technology has made it relatively easy to produce a glossy newsletter, and digital distribution has eliminated the cost differential between newsletters and magazines. Still, some organizations distribute 4 to 6 page newsletters either through mail or email, both internally to employees or externally to customers. Video news releases may run on closed-circuit TV within the organization, or they may be posted online either on the organization's website or on a website such as YouTube. Publicity means free exposure through news publications. However, the organization can directly distribute publicity to the audience. Many companies send out news clippings about their company. The messages also can be posted on the organization's website or on other websites. They can email their publicity message to the audience. Video press releases can be published on the company's website or on a public website like YouTube. But most publicity messages are designed to get reporters interested in writing an article about the event in the press release. The public believes that news articles are more credible than paid commercials. Organizations use a variety of other methods to get their message out. For example, they may send direct mail to people on a mailing list that they purchase from a company that's in the business of collecting that data. They could also target a geographical area, such as all the residents within 20 miles of their plant. Video can be sent through UPS or FedEx. Online videos are gaining attention. They're either posted online for people to seek out, or they're placed as video ads on web pages. Social media has attracted much attention, but the effectiveness is still not clear. Theoretically, people would put more faith in the credibility of a message that their friends like or recommend, but the jury's really still out on the issue. Many factors go into the decision to choose a particular media channel. The basic point is that free publicity means articles written by reporters, and that promotions are paid messages. Actually, publicity is not free because organizations have to pay the public relations professionals who write the press releases. But the generally accepted rule is that publicity costs about 1/10 of the cost of promotions. Promotions can be in-house, or an outside contractor can develop a PSA, or the organization may pay for a promotional spot. There are 3 basic purposes for promotions: to inform the public about facts, to position the image or brand of the organization, or to persuade the public to change their opinion on a specific issue which is of interest to the organization. Hybrid promotions combine methods to send a promotion, such as a video distributed online. Controlled media means publications over which the organization has a great deal of influence. Uncontrolled media means news media under the direction of editors.